Hi, welcome to Lumi Stitch, where thread tell tales. My name is Jessica, and this channel is about cross stitch. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so, and if you have, thank you for watching and subscribing. I also have an Etsy shop where I create project portfolios, bags, hand dyed Ada, and some charts that I design. Etsy shop link will be in the description down below. So this week I worked on 7 projects and they're all variety. I hope there's something you're gonna like and enjoy. So I work from the big ones to the small ones, and at the end I'll put the stamp ones. All right, let's get started. The first project I worked on was a Hade or Heaven and Earth design. It's called Family Vacation, and I put in quite a few stitches. Okay, let's get on with the statistics. How much stitches did I put in? I worked for 2 days and I put in 1,250 stitches. If you see me looking down, I'll be looking at my notes because it's a whole lot to remember. And I'm already at 1.07%. And I'm so proud. It's starting to look so good. All right. So mostly I think I have it sideways. Yes, I do. So the bottom part is like a flip-flops, a guitar, and there is like I think there's like a ethnic Mexican blanket, like this colorful one. It's so beautiful. It has so many colors in it. And right here, I think that's a raccoon leg. He's standing up. I'll put the picture on the screen, or I'm actually gonna show it to you in Saga, but the preview in Saga, and I'm gonna show you what it looked like before on the screen. So I do this cross country and I complete like one color. Whatever the color is, I try to get all the stitches. Sometimes I miss a few here and there. I'm so proud of myself because this is not such an easy stitch, although it was more easy than the other Hade that I have, which one is, this one is 223 colors. I'm stitching it on 18 count Ada full cross. The other one is also 18 count, but that one has 89 colors. This one has 223 colors, but they seem like one color seems to be grouped in one for the most part, like the guitar. There was quite a few of the same colors, but there was also a lot of other confetti of the oranges. There is a lot of colors in there. It might seem like it's one color, but it's not. Okay, let me show you what it looks like on the iPad, a preview. Just a second, let me open it like this. And I worked in the lower left corner. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on that. This is the chart is by Amy Stewart, artist. I zoomed in, and as you can see, this is the lower left corner where the flip-flops were and the guitar. And this is like an ethnic blanket right here. It's so colorful and beautiful. Working on raccoon's leg. All right, let's move to the next project. But before we get moved on to the next one, I'm gonna quickly show you the floss. There's a whole bunch of floss. I'm not gonna take them out. It's really a lot because I don't do master DMC. I just kit up all the floss. This is Painting Fairy, and this is Egyptian cotton floss. It took a lot of floss to kit it up. There's 223 different colors. Right, now we can move to the next one. The next one was a DMC kit. It's called the Gas Pump, and I'm stitching that on 32 count Murana. Let me get, I'm gonna put the picture before on the before picture in. I'm gonna show you the preview right now. This is the kit that I bought before Joann's went out of business because we came back home like February 6th. So this is the preview, and I wanted to have some memories from the trip. And when I went to Joann's, they were going out of business. I saw these kits and they were like $4.50. So I already stitched ones, the ones that call boots. Recently, I also looked online and they have two more that I would like to buy it. One is called Airstream. It's like a desert scene and they're like tiny like this. And another one is like Hotel 66. It's called Hotel, but it's 66 on it too. So it's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna show you what I stitched. Let's see, right here. So I did finish the back stitch on the gas pump. I did put in, I put the back stitch around it, and this green one wasn't here. So I'm gonna put the picture the before. This is going so fast and it's pretty easy to stitch. The chart I'm not thrilled about. You have to, if you buy this kit, you have to make it like a copy and zoom in because it's pretty small. I'm gonna show you part of the chart. See, like comparing to my fingers, this is so small. Yeah. And I think it has like 10 colors or so. These are the floss. Yeah. So let's move on to the next project. And the next one is going to be Barbara Anna Deep in the Woods. And let's get with the statistic first before I show you what I stitched on it. But I'm going to show you the preview of the Barbara Anna. All right, I think I can fit this in. Oh. So this is the whole Barbara Anna. And I'm kind of working in here in the middle. And I started working on the bear and some of this area I worked this time. So let's see the statistics. So I am at almost 44%. It's 43.99%. And I worked on it for one day and I put in 343 stitches and I'm sitting at 1,878 stitches. Let me show you the floss and my progress. So this is the floss. This is all DMC and I'm stitching it on a 14 count. Okay, so this is what I worked on. I worked in this area. I did put on, I think, something in his mouth, like there was, I think it's his tongue, two red squares, crosses, I should say. And I just worked on this area right here. This is upper lesson Ada 14 count. Let me just get it closer like this. And I think it's so cute. The Ada is so nice. So if you want something happy, just grab Apple lesson Ada. You can actually hand dye it yourself. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to do it. Yeah, I love it. The rest of it is gonna be stamped cross stitch, but just give it a chance. Maybe you'll like something. This is like a full coverage. It's very beautiful. This is a very big project. This one was by KS brand, and this is 18 count, and the chart is 76,608 608 stitches. I started on July 30th, and let me show you the floss. This is high quality floss. This is Egyptian cotton. Just look at that. Because I don't like the cheap polyester. So I do have it stitched some of them, but the new ones I'm trying to kit up with high quality floss because it's a preference. Is when you touch it, the floss is just like making you happy or something. I don't know. Physically, when you come in contact with it and you stitch it, it's more pleasant to stitch on than just having polyester peeling, and it's not such a good experience. All right, so this one right here, let's see, I'm still doing like a full cross on it. I did talk about switching to half stitch, and I will be switching to half stitch. So I did work more in this area a little bit right here and completed more of this part of this cactus. This is so small, so it's like a challenge to work on because it's 18 count, but it comes out looking so nice. We're gonna show you the back. I already put a few stitches in there. You can see more. So this is how much we put in. So the next one is I really in love with this one, and this is what it looks like. This is called Romantic General Store. These kits are by Painting Fairy, and the reason I bought it because of all these jacaranda trees. I call it the jacaranda trees, but it's so nice. So this one right here is also a big one. I'm stitching this on 18 count, and the size of it is 153,000 stitches, and I started it on July 16. I do have a review of that kit. If you want to see the full unboxing, it's on my channel. All right, I'm gonna show you the floss. This is the floss. So if you like this purple colors, this dreamy kind of a vibe, you might want to get that if you're interested in stamped cross stitch. It's Painting Fairy. All right, so let's look at how much I stitched. So on this one, I thought I want to stitch them all, and I'm getting more of the kits. There is one more that is coming, and I want to stitch them all, and I want to put a lot of progress on them. I don't want them to lay there for like 20 years. So what I decided to do is switch to half stitch. And oh my God, I mean, can you even tell on the camera when I look at it? Um, so I only had this part done a little bit, and I worked on it for so many days, week after week, and it just seemed like it was like no end to it. So I finally had a thought. Well, like a lot of people are doing a 10 stitch, the full coverage, when they do the counted. And I was thinking, why don't I do just 10 stitch on here? Because when I was trying the 10 stitch on the counted cross stitch on 18 count 8, that was so confusing for me because I could not, I was just losing count. I'm used to the cross. But since it's printed here, you can just go and stitch, stitch, stitch. So I just went for it, and I just went stitching and stitching and stitching. And I did put a lot of progress. I'm going to be putting any pictures of the whatever I had before is on this screen. Just look at that. I'm loving it. So the more I stitch on it, the more I want to stitch on it. I'm obsessed with this. If you are obsessed with this, put the light bulb in the comments. Okay, I'm gonna show you the back of it. All right, I kind of stitched like a little bit all over on both corners, but one corner has more progress. So this right here, so this is one side and just a little tiny bit. Great progress. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Spring brand. It's also full coverage, and it's more like a watercolor, and the colors are beautiful on here. So this one is 21,800 stitches, and I started it on July 22nd. Gonna show you the floss. This is the floss. It's also Egyptian cotton. This kit I bought from Dream Stitch, and I'm stitching with a full cross. I have not stitched. I have not switched to half stitch yet, but I will be because there is not that much done on here. This is my progress. All right here, right here, right here. Beautiful indigo colors here, and this is the back. So I actually stitch quite a bit. I love their canvas. It's pretty good. All right. And this is all for the cross stitch. No, I'm lying. One more, you guys. I forgot. So many projects I forgot. Okay. So this one is a painting fairy bear, and I'm gonna be stitching it like this. I decided to not stitch on the fork because I want to make a little bags out of them or something fun. And gosh, this is the floss. So this is my progress. It's mostly stitched with the pink, two types of pinks. So you can see. And I already start stitching where the fork's supposed to be. And I kind of drew the line where I'm not gonna stitch right here. I'm actually cutting off this little bit here and a little bit there because that's just I think wasted space. It's really does not look cohesive anymore since I'm not stitching the fork, so it can be smaller. All right, and that's it for this week's episode. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so and give it thumbs up. And next, I'm gonna have a little bit of nature for you. Enjoy and see you in the next one. Bye.